Good evening, my fellow exorcists, and welcome to the Lair of Film Room. Tonight, I will be reviewing Backstreet Girls' Gokudols. After failing their boss for the last time, Yakuza members Kentaro, Ryo, and Kazuhiko are faced with one of two choices: having their organs harvested and sold, or take a trip to Thailand for sex reassignment surgery and become pop idols. Now, after a year of excruciating training, the three thugs have been reborn as Eri, Chika, and Mari. Debuting as the amateur idol group, the Gokudols, the three strive towards becoming top idols. However, despite the hours of feminizing brainwashing they were forced to endure, the three idols have managed to keep the Yakuza spirit alive in their hearts. In order to fix this, their Yakuza boss hires Mandarin Kinoshita, a legendary manager who has never had an idol group fail under his management. With their lives now on the line, the reluctant Yakuza must work with their new manager to unleash their inner cuteness and become the successful idols that their tyrannical boss can truly be proud of. Okay, so you guys know how I love idol anime. Like we talked about the Zombieland saga. Yeah, this takes it a little too far compared to most series. Like, it's an interesting concept. Like, I will give them that, but seeing and hearing three grown men in the bodies of, I guess you could say, teenage girls or young adult girls, it's just kind of creepy as hell. Like, don't get me wrong, this series is hilarious, and you will definitely enjoy the dark comedy and all the crap that these characters are put through, but it's just a really weird concept. Again, it's creepy hearing the male voices coming out of the minds of the young girls. It kind of reminds me of Pop Team Epic, that really weird show that at first does the female voices and goes through the storyline, and then they have the second half of the episode where it's male voices doing the characters. I'll admit that's hilarious, but it's always been unsettling, and that's why I've never finished Pop Team Epic. Where here, this is just creepy as hell. Also, hearing about like stupid shit like hemorrhoids, or essentially it's like listening to Nekomaru Nidai from Danganronpa 2 just talk about how he needs to take a dump. Like, what the hell? Now, I also admit it's very funny that we have an American mobster in this. The Yakuza boss is friends with the mobster boss of from New York, and how they're both thinking very similar, and they treat each other like brothers, and they get along. And I can say that they kind of make fun of Americans, claiming that this big mobster from New York is essentially lazy, and it feels like some very stupid satire on Americans, claiming that we're just as lazy and not willing to do as much work as the Japanese. I mean, in some parts, yes, but we're just as good. So that was kind of stupid in this. I also gotta say that I do like the American that becomes Lena, one of the Gokudols. I also like the idea of bringing in an actual teenage girl near the end of the series, where they have the Gokudols mentor her, and she's essentially supposed to be a point of view for the audience. Like, we're right with her, freaking out and getting confused every time. When we're watching this, we're all teenage girls wondering what the we're watching or what the hell we're listening to, because this series focuses more on the gross out humor and the idea that we really want to hear three Yakuza talking about manly problems and about sex and what it's like to be a Yakuza, instead of watching them learn how to become idols. Like, their training half the time is like brainwashing and screaming into waterfalls and dealing with perverts and creeps. Like, I get they're also trying to show that these Yakuza are learning what it's like to be a girl and what it's... But do we have to have so much gross out humor and so many perverts in this series and so many unsettling characters? Like the guy that in the last episode that had a Chica stare at his underwear for some odd fucking reason. Just like, what the hell, Netflix? What the hell did you make me watch? And that's not the worst part. There's also this one guy who, he's a photographer and he gets really creepy when it comes to the Gokudols. And because he would assault them, he's forced to get breasts, and it's just awkward as hell. Yeah, this series is filled with a lot of weird shit, and like, honestly, I don't know how many times I almost threw up in my mouth watching this. Like, again, it's a really interesting concept, and I will admit some parts are funny, but this is just taking the idol genre way too far. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Netflix, but I'm gonna have to give this series 2.5 because just... I'm never coming back to this series again, and I never want to talk about it again, and I never want to watch it again because I'm just so grossed out and so annoyed. And who in their right mind came up with this series? Is it meant to torture us, or is it just some sick joke? Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little notification bell for more of our content, and have a great night, and please stay away from this series. Just trust me. If you see it pop up on your Netflix list, move on. Please. Have a great night.